Heavenly Father, we come to you today with humble hearts, seeking your guidance and wisdom as we begin this program. Lord, we ask that you would bless every person who has gathered here today, and that you would be present with us in a special way. We pray that this program would be a time of learning, growth, and fellowship for all of us. Help us to listen to one another with open hearts and open minds, and to support one another as we strive to serve you in all that we do. Please give us the strength and the courage to follow your will and to use the gifts and talents you have given us to make a positive difference in the world. We pray all of this in your holy name. Amen.
Hello everyone. Ayan. Naririnig po ako.
Yes, sir.
Ayan.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sir AJ. And once again, this is EdCorsa Learning Corporation po. To all our student po, welcome po sa ating monthly catch-up meeting. So this is our second meeting na po. So this meeting, at least makita nyo kung paano yung nagiging process ni company and also kung ano yung mga updates. That's why we do monthly catch-up meeting kasi in other educational partner, hindi nila to ginagawa. Hindi ko naman sa sinisiraan sila do ito yung our commitment to all of you guys na at least maayos namin yung process namin So yan, pakilala muna ako. I am Larry Reyes, one of the owner of EdCorsa Learning Corporation, and together with me, Sir Adonis Juan and Dr. Jed Javier. So for tonight po, session natin, i-discuss po natin briefly yung mga nangyayari, and also alam ko all of us nakikita namin sa Discord yung document request na yung iba hindi nila alam kasi yung process. That's why nakikita naririnig namin kung ano yung hinain nyo guys na minsan matagal, di ba? So ito yung mga i-explain namin sa inyo kasi may mga pinagdadaanan kasing stages. Sa lahat po ng request po natin, hindi po kasi siya what you call it, parang yung magic na pagka nag-request kayo for today or tonight, bukas po or sa makalawa is okay na po siya. So at least here magkakaroon po kayo ng enlightenment kung paano ba yung mga process nyo, saan dadaan, saan pupunta, tapos at least magkaroon kayo ng parang timeline. So the moment na ma-explain po namin dito, for example, meron po kayo kailangang documents na mayroon kayong certain date na kailangan nyo makuha. So at least now, makikita nyo, ma-assess nyo kung kailan nyo siya kailangang i-request from us. Ayan. So for tonight po, siguro ko lang yung mga nandito for our mga natin, attendees po natin all the questions is after the presentations po ng ating mga presenter And also, relax lang po kayo diyan, makinig lang po kayo. Kahit di na lang kayo muna mag-open ng camera nyo just to hear us, it's okay. And lahat po ng mga questions, sasagutin po natin yan Yan. So our first presenter is Doc Jed Javier. Explain niya po sa inyo our document request. So upon this, para at least makita nyo kung paano ba, ano ba talaga yung pinagdadaanan. Kasi yun nga, inuulit ko lang, nakita kasi namin may mga nafo-frustrate or naiinis na mga student na syempre, sinasagot naman namin lahat ng queries, pero sinasabi nga namin lagi, pinabato lang din namin sa school yung mga request nyo. So we are waiting also. That's why lahat ng mga feedback ni Perpetual, we always tell to sa inyo po, sinasabi po namin agad-agad. Ayan. Doc Jed, ready na po kayo?
Hello sir, good evening.
Ayan. Ayan.
Okay na po ba? Mag-share screen na po ba ako?
Yes po, Doc Jed.
Yes, Doc.
Clear na po.
Okay, good evening everyone. Wait lang, mag-screen share lang tayo. Sorry ka, galing ko sa office. Yan, nakikita po ba?
Yes, Doc.
Yes, Doc.
Hmm, Ayan, so, okay. Yun nga po, as Sir Larry mentioned earlier po, no, actually, we're doing this para at least makita nyo kung saan napupunta yung payment nyo as sa processing fees, and of course, how many days po that you will receive your documents, yung requested documents nyo. Okay? So, before that, just want to ask, kumusta naman po kayo? Kumusta naman po yung mga classes nyo? Hindi naman po ba kayo pinapahirapan ng mga professors nyo? So don't worry, mababait naman po sila. Medyo, siyempre, kailangan lang nila ipakita na kunwari strict sila, pero ah, actually, some of our students naman po, hindi, feedback nila, hindi naman po sila ganun talaga ka-strict. So actually, this is just a quick update lang po, no, regarding our document request process of our processing department. Kasi for this coming months, I'm sure many of you will be requesting po na documents such as certificate of enrollment, transcript of records, and others po. Actually, ngayon pa nga lang po, marami na pong nagre-request. I just want to give you an idea lang po of the usual timeline and the process of your request as students po, and of course so you can also understand po, no, kung saan po napupunta nga po yung processing fees nyo. Okay? So let's start. Mabilis lang naman po to, konti lang naman po tong slides natin para at least matapos po tayo ng maaga. So this is the process of our processing department. Yan. So, our topic for tonight, the actual process of honorable dismissal or process, yan, document request, and of course, the shipping fees. Yan. So, dito kasi sa shipping fees, minsan papansin nyo, lalo na po dito sa honorable dismissal, dalawang beses po actually yung processing fee, yung shipping fees po natin dyan. So, ngayon, we'll give you the exact process of honorable dismissal, document request, and kung magkano po yung mga shipping fees po natin. So first, yan, Certificate of Honorable Dismissal, this is the example. So some of you nag-submit na rin po nito, some of you nag-request na rin po nito. So this is the actual process. First, the student must inform EDCORSA and create a ticket po dun po sa ating Discord group to request an honorable dismissal letter from the UPHSD. So of course, if you want to request your honorable dismissal letter, we need your details. Okay, so what are those details? Yun nga po, full name, ID number, email address, previous school name, year graduated, kung kailan po kayo nag-graduate dun sa previous school niyo, and of course, the school address. Okay, then step 2, once the staff receives the request, the honorable dismissal request letter will be processed. So, yung request letter nyo na pinadala nyo sa ating staff, yan, once na-receive na nila yun, at na-process na dun sa university, then the request letter po from the university will be shipped to the student. So of course, may shipping fees po tayo dyan. Hindi pa po dito actually ma-apply yung processing fee natin na later, yung 1,000 po, no? Hindi pa po dito. Kumbaga, ito pa lang po yung initial requirements nyo kasi na kailangan nyo pong ipasa. So later on po, pag-uusapan po natin yung processing fee. So step 3, upon receiving the request letter, yan, from our staff, the student must submit it to their previous school. So the previous school also, will then release the honorable dismissal. Then the student must ship the honorable dismissal document to EDCORSA staff. So later po, papakita ko kung kanino nyo po ipapadala yung documents po. Okay, so once the staff receive the honorable dismissal, yung staff po natin, isasubmit po yun sa registrar. for receiving copy. So of course, we need a receiving copy to secure your documents. So kailangan po talaga natin lahat ng documents na ipapadala o bibigay natin sa university, gagawan po talaga natin yan ng receiving copy para ma-secure po yung mga documents nyo. So, one half will remain with the registrar and the other half po will ship back to the student. Then, of course, shipping fees will apply again. So, kailan talaga bayaran ng students yung shipping fee na naman po niyan. Okay? Yan. So, this is the mailing address again for papadala nyo po kay Ma'am Michelle Bohos. Then, yung address na po ito, you can screenshot it para at least meron po kayong basis. Then, yan CP number niya. Okay? So, and kindly take note that if you will be sending any documents po, please place them in a long brown envelope and indicate the name, course, and EdCorsa Learning Center on the envelope para ma-identify namin if na you are one of our students. Okay? And of course, pag isasubmit kasi namin yan, naka-envelope din po yan. Then the envelope will remain to the university para meron po, para secure din po yung documents nyo. Ilalagay po natin sa envelope po yan. Then this is the document request. So with regards to this document request, mamaya po papakita ko po yung actual process po. Pero using Excel file para makita nyo rin po kung ano po yung mga pagdadaanan ng mga documents nyo. So these documents po, ito po yung mga nire-request nyo sa university with actual payment amount. Yung amount po niyan actually with receipt pa po yan. Don't worry. And take note with these days. Yan. So these days po kasi ito po yung mga pag nag-request kayo. For example, Certificate of Enrollment, 7 days po yan bago ma-release. So mamaya po papakita ko rin po yung sample po ng claims tab para makita nyo kung kailan usually nire-release yung mga documents. Yan. So, for the syllabus with dry seal, yan, 7 days po yan. CTC or Certified True Copy. With each documents po, if you want na magkaroon po ng CTC or Certified True Copy, kindly take note. For example, Certificate of Enrollment, if you request your Certificate of Enrollment, then once release yung documents na yun, 7 days. So, pag gusto nyo po siyang i-CTC, pagka-release ng documents ng Certificate of Enrollment nyo po yan, saka lang po siya pwedeng ma-CTC. So, once na na-CTC po yan, another 7 days po yan. Okay, so bali magiging 14 days po yan. Once, pag gusto nyo po siya magkaroon ng CTC. Okay, so for RAF naman po, or Registration Assessment Form, 3 days po yan. TOR yan. Actually, 30 days po talaga yan. Okay, then Certificate of Earned Units, 7 days po siya. Yan, pwede nyo po siyang screenshot para at least makita nyo kung gaano po talaga katagal yung mga documents nyo once na nire-request nyo po talaga siya. Kasi hindi po siya same day. Ang pinakamabilis talaga dyan yung registration and assessment form. Okay? Yan. So, for the copy of grades, yan, 7 days. Manual book, 7 days. Yan, t-shirt, 3 days po yan. Kasi siyempre, i-reserve pa po yan. Kailan pa po nating pa-reserve yan o i-order. Then, bago po nila ma-release. Then, anniversary, polo shirt, 3 days, and jacket, 3 days. So, dito kasi may process din yan. Kasi hindi lahat pwedeng makapag-order niyan. Kailan muna nilang malaman if you are one of their students. Kasi hindi pwedeng kahit sino lang pwede mag-order niyan, no? So, kailangan po nila malaman kailangan nila malaman kung yung nagre-request is estudyante po ng university bago po sila mag-release ng jacket o kaya polo shirt o kaya t-shirt. Okay? So, for the authorization letter, so with regards to this, actually, you need to submit authorization letter. If you want to request those documents, kailangan nyo po talaga mag-submit ng authorization letter. So, for the guidelines, indicate your full name, ID number, and course or program. And the content of the letter should authorize our processing team, which is Ma'am Michelle Bohos and Sir Mike Fel Magasin. Yan, to process and claim the documents on your behalf. Please also include your signature over printed name and attach photocopy of your valid ID with signature. Okay, so kailangan kasi talaga yan kasi hindi nila basta-basta nire-release yung mga documents nyo once na nandyan na. Kailangan talaga ng authorization letter. Okay, so yan, again, for document request, processing takes a maximum of 7 days before the documents and release and ship to the address you provided. Please take note po, dun po sa processing time po ng transcript of records, actually 30 days po talaga yan. Kahit pag gusto nating pabilisan, talagang 30 days po talaga lumalabas
Yung ano
yung
bang sa akin?
documents na yan. Yan. So, next, processing fee. Ito, I need to emphasize this part po, no? For the processing fee, actually, 1,000 lang po yung processing fee natin. Will be charged po on top of the listed documents price for the first time request. For the succeeding request naman po, na wala na po tayong processing fee. So, for the first request, yan, kung isasama nyo po yung processing fee, yung first request nyo, free po yung shipping natin. And for the second request and onwards po, shipping fees will already apply. Actually, ito po gusto ko lang po emphasize, kahit mag-ask po kayo sa other educational partner, ang minimum po nila, per request pa po yun 3,500. So, paano ko po nalaman? Kasi those educational partners po kasi are kaibigan po namin. So, nagtatanong kami. Pero yun nga, kung i-compare nyo naman kasi yung tuition fee nila kasi actually mas mura sila. Oo, mas mura nga po sila. Actually, mga 2,000 lang po yung difference namin. But, dun po sila bumabawi sa processing fee. Take note, yung processing fee nila hindi po one time. Sa atin po one time lang. Sa kanila po per request. Kasi siyempre sila, wala silang staff na malapit po doon sa university. So per request po sila, galing pa po sila sa province sila o galing pa po sila sa ibang municipality, pupunta po sila sa Perpetual to process your documents. So sa amin po kasi, we have a staff po na nandun po mismo everyday sa university. So lahat ng request nyo, siya na po yung gumagawa. Kaya ganyan lang po yung presyo natin sa processing fee. Okay? Yan. So for the shipping fees, so kindly take note po. Yan. So for the small package, katulad po ng honorable dismissal o letter of request, 200 pesos lang po yan. So medium package, COE, ito po yung mga hindi pwedeng i-fold. COE, CEU o Certificate of Earned Units, TOR, syllables. Yan, graph, yan. Ito po yung mga hindi pwedeng i-fold. Sa medium package po yan. And the large package po is jacket or shirt. So usually naman, depende kasi talaga kung gaano karaming documents nyo at saka yung request nyo. Usually sa medium package naman, bihira po yung large package. Yan. So, bakit yung iba kasi, sir, ganito lang yung, alam ko, ganito lang yung shipping fee po dito sa Luzon o kaya dito sa Visayas o kaya sa Mindanao. Yan. Actually, pinix po namin ng ganyan. Why? Kasi namamasahe pa po yung staff natin para maipadala yung documents nyo doon sa LBC kasi medyo malayo o kailangan po nila mag-taxi para lang mapadala yung mga documents nyo. Kaya paano na lang kung kunyari everyday sila. Everyday kunyari may request sila for the next day. So kailangan talaga nilang mamasahe para maipadala lang yung mga request nyo. Kaya nag-fix po kami ng ganyang shipping fees. Okay? For the process naman po, ito, papakita ko sa inyo kung gaano po kahirap na mag request po sa university ng mga documents nyo. So ito po, gusto ko lang po sanang ipakita sa inyo. Ito po kasi is an Excel file. Ito po is yung monitoring sheet po namin, pero ito is dinilit ko muna yung mga information ng mga students para at least makita nyo lang kung paano po namin ginagawa yung mga request nyo. So ito po, once na you submitted your information po sa ating Discord group, dito po papasok lahat yan. So ilalagay po ng staff yan, then of course with your document request. So dito, imo-monitor naman ng staff namin kung na-receive na po nila yung authorization letter nyo o hindi. So, dito nyo po i-email edcorsalearning@gmail.com. Sa bagay, bibigay naman po yan sa Discord nyo, yung email na yan. Then dito po, our staff will monitor if they receive already your authorization and ID. So, kung hindi pa, ilalagay po nila dyan not receive. Para at least once na nag-ask po kayo ng information, sir, kamusta po yung request ko? Sir, hindi nyo pa po pinasa yung authorization letter nyo, yung ID nyo. So dito po, mamomonitor po namin. Then clearance, so yan, yung clearance date po kasi, guys, ganito yung clearance. Yan, so once na nag-request kayo, kahit certificate of enrollment lang, lahat po yan nakacheck. Kailangan po nang ipapirma po yan sa mga department. So ganun po siya kahirap. So kaya mapapansin nyo, we have a processing fee kasi kailangan po lahat ng mga request nyo is mapapirma po dito sa mga department na yan. So iba-iba pong department yan. Ibig sabihin, iba-iba rin pong building yan na pupuntahan ng staff natin. So for example, kunyari, 10 kayo nag-request, tapos pa iba-ibang araw po. So every day, ganun po mangyayari doon sa staff natin. Kaya meron po tayong tinatawag na processing fee para at least kahit papano naman po, meron po tayong pakonsuelo sa ating mga staff po natin, no? Then of course, binibigyan din po namin sila ng pang-lunch nila yan and of course yung pamasahe nila. So kung mapapansin nyo, sobrang dami pong department na kailangan po nilang papapirmahan. Okay? So yan po yung sa clearance date. Kasi actually, kaya nga po namin na-explain to para at least makita nyo yung process talaga if once na nakapag-request po kayo ng mga documents na yun. Kasi based from our experience kasi may mga students na parang kala nila 3 days lang, kala nila 1 day lang o 2 days lang mare-receive kaagad. Kasi for example, this one, yan, kung mapapansin nyo, ni-request po ito February 18. Yan. So, all grades, ibig sabihin, certificate of grades, parang ganun. So, February 18, mare-receive ng February 23. So 5 days lang actually, ginawa pang 5 days. Nagbigay sila ng leeway na kumbaga in advance pa nila ng 2 days siya. So from 18 to 23. So ganun po siya katagal. Ito po, tong 23 na to, hindi ibig sabihin may chance kasi na minsan yung releasing niyan kulang pa. Kumbaga hindi pa napirmahan yung ganitong document. So babalik na naman yung staff namin. So, due date lang po siya. So, minsan kasi sa sobrang daming request nila, Sir, balikan nyo na lang po bukas. Sir, balikan nyo na lang po sa Monday. So, ganun po nangyayari. So, at least makita nyo na hindi po 1 day yung process. Kahit certificate of grades lang po yung kukunin nyo, hindi po siya 1 day talaga. Okay? So, dyan pa lang po, yan. Date approved by registrar, yun po yung pinakita namin. And kailan po yung releasing date? Ito po yung sample niya. Yan. So, ilalagay din po ng staff namin kung kailan releasing date para once na nag-ask kayo, at least makita namin. Then dito po, makikita namin kung first request nyo po ba yan o second request. Kasi kung first request nyo, of course, you need to pay the 1,000 processing fee. Pero pag second request, doon na po tayo diretso sa shipping fees. Okay, so doon po sa shipping fees, kung small po yan, makikita dyan 200 pesos lang po siya. Then, payment of shipping fees, kailangan muna namin ma-confirm kung bayad na po kayo. Makikita naman po sa system namin yan. Tapos, kailangan pong i-confirm ng accounting department na yun. Once na-confirm na po yun, yung staff po natin, kailangan pong mag-i-email po yan sa student ng confirmation. So, i-check nyo po muna kung tama yung information ng documents na bago nila ipadala sa inyo. Okay, so kunyari, pangalan nyo, whole name nyo, nagkamali yung middle name, at least mapalitan ka agad. Okay, magkamali yung ID number o kaya naman yung course, at least mapalitan po kaagad. So, we need your confirmation. You need to reply to our email. Mag-email po yung staff natin. Then, we need your confirmation. Kasi once na hindi nyo po na-confirm, ipapadala kaagad namin yung in documents pag hindi po kayo kaagad na nag-confirm. So, if na-confirm na po yun, docs confirm, i-ship po kaagad ng staff po natin yan, yung documents nyo. Then, magre-remarks na lang po sila ng done. Tapos na po yung request nyo, parang ganun. So, i-close na po nila doon sa Discord yung ticket nyo after that. Okay, so these are the processing. Yun nga po yung process po natin sa processing department once na nakapag-request kayo o nag-request kayo ng mga documents. So kung mapapansin nyo, hindi po siya 1 day process lang. Actually, pinakamabilis pa nga po dyan yung registration assessment mo kasi printing lang po yun. So, yun po. So I think may questions po kayo. So dito naman po sa hard copy at very simple lang naman po to. Dito po pag nagpadala kayo ng hard copy, makikita po namin kung ano po yung mga pinadala nyong hard copy. Then do-document namin kung kailan po namin na-receive yan. At kailan po namin i-scan yan. Then bago po namin i-submit po sa admission department. So can you take note? Once na na-submit po namin sa sa admission department, hindi po kaagad nila nire-receive yung documents. Kasi sobrang dami talaga nagpapadala ng mga estudyante. Ang ginagawa po ng admission department, pinapaiwan na lang po dun sa table. Tapos, ang ginagawa po namin, ang ginagawa ng staff, kinocompile po yan, nilalagay po sa mismong isang box o kaya isang lagayan, tapos nilalagay na lang po namin EDCOR sa students. Then, minsan, 1 day po nila o 2 days o 3 days po nila nire-receive yung receiving copy namin. So, once na na-receive na po namin, nilalagay na po ng staff dito kung kailan po ni-receive, na-register, para at least makita nyo na minsan hindi 1 day yung pag-receive ng documents nyo. Then, i-scan po namin yung receiving copy. Okay? So, these are the process po ng mga hard copies na documents nyo and documents request nyo. At yun nga po, ito po yung sample ng clearance natin na ipapapirma sa mga per department and sample po ng claim stop po natin. Okay? So, yan. Any questions po? And I think, Sir Larry, Sir Adonis, I think yung ano po natin is clear na para sa kanila. So, any announcement pa po?
Ayan. Ayan. Thank you so much, Doc Jed, no? So, by the way, guys, those are the process that we are doing for the documents request na sinasubmit niyo po sa amin via the Discord channel. So, as you can see, medyo maproseso siya. And to be honest, part of our contract or the MOA that we have with Perpetual, actually, hindi na talaga dapat namin work yung mag-process ng ganyan. Supposedly, it should be the student or a representative of the student yung pupunta sa school to process that. But then, as we have mentioned nung nagkakandak kami ng presentation, we go beyond the service that we can provide to you para at least maging convenient on your end. Kasi syempre, we understand that some of you here is malayo sa Manila, from Visayas, from Mindanao, and some also came from nasa ibang bansa. So alangan naman pong ganun, di ba? Pupunta kayo rito just for you to fix those things. So that's the reason why we are doing this for a minimal amount of the processing fee just for us to sustain the expenses, especially for the stuff that we have, especially right now, no, that we are expanding. And we're actually mag-hire pa kami ng isang staff, and we're cross fingers na hopefully by the early of this year we'll be able to have our office near Perpetual in Las Piñas. So that's what we are planning right now. Kaya medyo yun din po yung reason kung bakit siguro may mga classmate kayo na nakausap nyo na sila regarding the differences of the management fee, the management of fee of EDCORSA compared sa management fee nila. It's because as we have mentioned that we are operating as a company kasi, especially right now we are in the process of processing of incorporation. So marami kaming kumbaga parang operational expense kasi we need those things for us to be able to provide you na magandang service. Kasi yun po yung kapalit naman nung pagtitiwala niyo sa amin. So yung iba, the reason why medyo mura yung kanilang management fee, it's because they act as a single individual, no? Yung mga individual agents sila. So the things that we have, we are proud to say that they don't have it. So yun po yun. So sabi nga nila, you pay what you get. Yun, di ba? Sa amin, yun nga, medyo mas mahal, pero nakita nyo naman po yung effort namin, especially this monthly catch-up that we are doing for you guys. Para at least aware kayo, hindi yung bigla na lang kayo nagugulat, ano ba, ba't ang tagal ng request, etc., stuff like that. So those are our commitment. And yun nga, staffing, kasi para may at least idea rin kayo, the transition that we have from Quatam to EDCORSA, kasi the students that we have in Quatam stayed in Quatam kasi we did not migrate them to EDCORSA. So these are kayo po are the first batch of enrollees under EDCORSA Learning. Actually, hindi na siya center, magiging corporation na siya, EDCORSA Learning Corporation. And para may idea kayo, for the second semester, we have around 173 student, if I'm not mistaken. So something like that, 170 plus something ang nag-enrollees natin for EDCORSA for the second semester. So ang mangyayari niyan, by this summer, siguro mga May ang start po ng summer natin. Possibly na mag times 2 yan. So kasi yung naging ratio namin kay Quatam before, times 2 to times 3 ang student namin every semester. So that's why right now, yun nga, yun yung pinaka-priority namin ngayon, maiayos ng mabuti yung back-end operation namin, the staffing, para at least yung support is hindi mas sumakit yung ulo nyo. Like for example, siguro some of you here already experienced submitting ticket to our Discord channel. And as you can see, hindi man namin masabing instant yung reply, but we see to it, no, na merong magre-response dun sa mga concern ninyo. So yun yung isang inaayos namin ngayon, additional staffing, para at least medyo mas mapabilis pa yung response namin sa Discord, which will be the next topic is gonna be presented to you by Sir Larry Reyes. Some of the important announcement or information that you need to know regarding Discord and other things that needs to be discussed here tonight. So yun lang po. I'm gonna be transferring the microphone to Sir Larry para he will be sharing his presentation naman for this evening. Go ahead, Sir Larry.
Yes, Sir AJ. Thank you. Ayun, actually add ko pala yung i-present ni Doc Jed about the emailing, no? Pwede rin po natin gamitin yung ticket dun sa natin, dun sa Discord. So upon for example nag-request po tayo, pwede rin po kami mag-message doon in terms dun sa mga clarification ng mga documents na ipapadala para at least kung hindi kayo laging online sa email, so we could we can para at least mas mabilis yung transfer ng communication natin ito explain ko lang po yung sa Discord kasi I know yung most of us hindi po tayo aware sa Discord, di ba? Sanay tayo on Facebook. That's why ito, i-run through ko lang. Yung iba siguro nagagamit yun namang mabuti yung ticket natin. Yung iba medyo nagme-message pa rin sila sa student chat. So that's why i-explain namin na wag po sa student chat tayo magtanong ng mga queries kasi natatabunan po siya. Kasi open kasi yun eh. So ito, yung ticket natin, ito yung very important talaga. Lahat po ng mga tanong po natin, dito natin siya ilalagay po. Ayan, i-share ko lang yung screen ko. Ayan, maybe you could see my screen na. Ayan, sa rules, and start na tayo agad dito sa announcements, So guys, most of us, kasi alam ko busy tayo, pero the moment na mahawakan yung phone nyo, or pwede nyong i-check lagi itong announcement. Kasi lahat po namang important na announcement, basta lalo itong mga to, yung no response from professors. Ayan, every month po kasi nagkakaroon tayo ng bagong 'di ba? Bagong professor. So the moment na nag-post dun sa ito yung nandito naman yung link ng graduate school. So nandiyan yung mga professors natin. So pag hindi sila nag-reply, ito may Google form naman na no response. So every naman 'yan upon posting ng ng school dun sa mga ah, teachers na na ito magiging teacher nyo, ah magpo-post kami ng form. This form is for the follow up. For example, your teacher didn't respond to your text or or PM or DM. Lahat po, all the i-collate po namin 'yan. So as one po namin kasing 'yan, fina-follow up doon sa sa school mismo. So that's why pagka lagi niyo i-check pag nag-post na yung sa school, check nyo agad yung student announcement natin dito. Ipo-post namin tong no response. So kindly fill up agad para at least mabilis po. And also take note, pag hindi po kayo nakapasok pa rin doon sa school, kindly ulitin nyo lang po to or mag-create a ticket po kayo. So yan, siguro yung mga nandito, i-ano ko na lang, i-run through ko na lang siguro yung sa ticket dito sa student support po yan. Yan, select one, andito po, dalawa po yan. All general concern nandito po. So nandito naman yan nakalagay naman dito. So you can read this one naman yan. General concern, payment concern, and course account concern, and concern request that related to processing. So yan, click this one lang. Yan, nandito na yung ticket. So yan, madali lang naman. Then lahat ng queries nyo, pwede nyo siyang ilagay dyan. Kung nalilito ka kung saan yung kung saang part ka, syempre pag mga no response ganyan, dito tayo sa general concern. For example, the document request naman, balik lang kayo dito sa student support. Meron din dito, ayan, just click the processing concern. Ayan, processing concern, ayan, dito rin siya magpapakita. Ayan. Always note guys, itong processing concern kasi may nakalagay laging form. So pagka-click ko ng form, nandyan yung apat, yung no response, ayan, i-ano nyo na lang, i-check nyo na lang din. So lahat naman to guys is more on ano naman to, basahin nyo lang siya para at least maging smooth yung flow natin kasi gusto naming maging ano maging parang mabilis lang yung automation natin dito. Kasi kung magcha-chat kayo, syempre makikipag-chat pa kayo matagal. Is lahat ng mga queries nyo, 'di ba? Pagka nalilito kayo, yan, pwede kayong mag-direct sa general concern. Pag kabisado nyo na kung paano yung ano natin dito, yung mga ano process natin, dito na kayo sa processing. Mas madali na lang siya. Ayan, siguro mamaya ipapakita ko rin tong form para at least magkaroon kayo ng overview. Also sa frequently asked, lahat po nang nandito, alam ko busy tayo or may mga questions na tinatanong nila paulit-ulit kasi 'di ba? So, para at least hindi na kayo mahirapan, kindly go this one this no here in frequently asked. Lahat po ng mga usually mga related questions sa ito, 'di ba yung mga usually mga questions dito, ito yung requirements, ito mga to. So guys, kindly visit mo lang to para at least hindi na maulit-ulit yung mga tanong. And also dito sa sabi ko lagi dito sa student chat, ayan katulad nito. Ayan, may question siya dito, Ma'am Hillary, ito. Katulad nito, ayan, directed dito. So, ito guys, ang problema kasi pagka dito niyo nilalagay sa student chat, minsan natatabunan yan. Ayan, may mga chat sila dito. So guys, nandito lang. So pag mga kung nalilito po sa mga new students, I highly recommend na kung hindi nyo pa alam kung ano yung mga sa processing concern, punta kayo sa general concern para at least hindi siya hindi siya magulo dito. Natatabunan kasi talaga guys. So sorry kung hindi kayo mare-replyan agad kasi pagka sunod-sunod yan, masalo ngayon this coming ulit, may mga queries na naman tayo pag mga document request. Pag dito kayo magcha-chat, matatabunan po talaga yan. So yan, sa processing concern, dito tayo. Ito, papakita ko rin to. Nakita ba yung screen ko? Wait lang, i-reshare ko lang ha. Ayan. Ayan, sa student request, this student concern and request, and ilalagay nyo lang yung anong email nyo. For example, palit tayo ng email. Yan, lagay nyo lang email nyo. Example. Then, next lang kayo dito. Yan, student full name. Ilagay nyo na lang yung, ito, ka-copy paste ko na lang to guys ha, para at least mabilis tayo. Then, yung concern, ito. Yung concern guys, andito. Ayan. Yung document request and also yung no response from professor. So, ito naman, ginagawa na lang namin tong every, pagkatapos nga nung yung sinabi ko kanina, upon posting ang school ng teachers, name of the teachers, nagpo-post na rin kami ng no response kasi alam naming may mga hindi talaga magre-response na dyan, professor. Then sa document request naman dito, i-click nyo lang. So for example, hindi nyo nakita yung no response, pwede kayo pumunta dito. And also, check nyo lang lagi yung announcement. Andun din yung link, nilalagay din namin doon. Here naman, ito yung document request. So click nyo lang yung document request and next lang kayo. Ayan, nandito na siya. Nakalagay naman na yung mga dito. So this is the mailing address. For example, kailangan nyo malaman kung saan ipapadala. Andito yung address na rin ni Ma'am Michelle Bohols. Ayan. Name, course, ayan. Then, complete shipping address. Ilagay nyo dito kung ano yung address nyo, syempre. Kung taga saan kayo. And your contact number. So, nandito yung mga prices. So, yan. Certificate of transfer, nandito, yan. Then, yun in-explain naman ni Doc Jed nung about dun sa sa shipping fee. magre-reply naman kung magkano. Kunyari kung ilan yung mga na-click nyo dito. Itong mga payment na to guys, mapupunta naman to sa school. So may resibo to mga to. Yan, nandiyan yung mga prices. Ganyan. Ito naman, if letter of request, dito, name of previous school, address, previous graduate, and lagay nyo lang yung sagot dito. Ayan, please include additional processing fee, ayan, of 1,000. Free shipping yan, one-time payment yon. Dito naman lahat guys, kindly read this one na lang. Ayan, instead of fee of 200, so will be charged. So, yan, nandito naman din, yan, nakalagay din dito, yan, small package, 200, medium, 400, large, 500. So, nandito yung mode of payment natin. And yan. Ay, ilalagay nyo lang dito guys. So, upon payment, add file lang. Lagay nyo lang doon yung screenshot ng payment nyo. Then, dito naman yan. For the authorization letter, andito siya. So, i-add nyo lang po dito. Yan, authorizing processing team ito. I-ano nyo lang to guys. Madali lang naman gumawa ng ng authorization letter. So, on your behalf yan guys. So, i-add nyo lang yung file dito. Yan, then send nyo lang siya. Okay na po yan. So, ma-receive na po namin yan. So, para at least maiwasan din yung mag-chat kayo sa kasi nakita rin po namin yun eh. Okay lang naman po yun, pero mas kung gusto po nating maayos to kasi dadami na po yung mga student natin. So that's why we are teaching you also para kayo mismo sa side nyo, hindi na kayo mahirapan. Kasi kung mag-chat kayo, aantayin nyo pa yung reply minsan. Syempre, pag marami po kasing kasabayan kayo, hindi agad nare-replyan. So, hindi nyo agad maisisend yung mga kailangan nyo isend, di ba? Kung ano yung mga orders nyo. So, this one, magagamit nyo po to. So, mga may request yan. Document request po. Nandito naman po lahat yan. That's why next ini-explain na rin namin ngayon kasi this coming weeks ito yung mga gagawin niyo po kasi. Ayan. Then ayan, actually yun lang po yun. Actually na-explain na po namin yan nung first monthly catch up. That's why inuulit lang po namin kasi this is new to you guys. Yung learning curve po natin hindi naman agad-agad na pag may tinuro kami or ito yung process ni company masusundan natin, di ba? That's why magkakaroon talaga tayo. So next month again, we will have another catch-up meeting. So lahat po ng mga queries and updates po, same link po. And also, pag may mga gusto kayong questions, and mamaya right after ng ni Sir AJ, magkakaroon na po tayo ng mga questions. Tapusin lang po natin yung niya, yung i-present ni Sir AJ. Ayan. Sir AJ, okay na po ako.
Ayan, thank you so much, Sir Larry. So, yun po, no? So, at least overview lang ulit. At least para aware po kayo, no? Especially if meron dito yung mga hindi naka-attend nung last month na catch-up meeting natin. So, this will be our second. And then, siguro another one by next month during the third subject. Siguro by that time, mostly mga na yun, sa mga updates na, important updates or any follow-ups from you guys, recommendations, stuff like that. Kasi after that, fourth subject, no, pambilis ng araw po, no. So, pa third subject na, ilang araw na lang, and then fourth, and then summer na tayo. So, actually, dun sa kabilang namin, yung sa Quantum, majority of the students there, nasa na sila, nasa thesis na, dissertation na sila. And we are expecting na marami yung gagraduate this coming October. So yun, babiyahin na naman kami for us to be able to meet them. And hopefully, no, sa inyo rin soon, we are looking forward na magkita-kita tayo. So kasi most of the students that we have, nami-meet namin sila personally during enrollment, during graduation na. Ayan. So for my presentation naman, this will be very quick lang. I'm going to share lang a reminder lang on how to settle the tuition fee. This is very important guys that we need to settle earlier po yung ating mga tuition fee para maiwasan natin na sumabay tayo dun sa rush days ng pagbabayad. Kasi po madalas ang nangyayari yun sa dulo, doon nakakasabay po yung graduate school at saka college. So pag ganun nangyari, blockbuster po yung pila sa accounting. Kaya nagkakaroon ng instances na hindi natin ma-clear yung balance, minsan either nalilate or hindi natin mahabol yung enrollment. Kasi po pag nagsabay-sabay na yung payment of tuition fee, tapos sasabay din yung payment ng tuition fee ng mga college, tapos sasabay pa yung enrollment, so magmi-mix na po yung transaction doon sa accounting. So pag ganun po yung nangyayari, so yun po, medyo nagkakanda ipit-ipit. Kaya we highly recommend na as early as now, try to at least, if you can be able to settle siguro the tuition fee, siguro by third subject, siguro by next month, ma-fully pay na natin para earlier, ma-clear na natin kay perpetual po yung mga, para at least pagdating ng enrollment, if you're planning to enroll this coming summer, yung re-enrollment na lang ang ating aasikasuhin, which is a little bit easier compared to the previous, no, na yung maraming sinasubmit na documents. And also reminding din po for everyone, yun nga, we need to start na ayusin yung mga documents natin, yung mga TOR, para at least hindi po tayo kulitin ng registrar. Okay? So for the tuition fee, I believe most of you here meron ng account kay EdCorsa. So you just have to simply log in to our site. So I'm going to be using my personal account, this one. So all you have to do is just click on the account statement here and just click view statement. Yun lang po, ganun lang siya. So you click on that one. And also, I highly recommend for everyone to check on your statement of account and to double check what is written to your RAF, to your registration and assessment form, if tama po yung na-encode namin dito. Kasi this will serve as our monitoring. Para at least we are sure na maiwasan natin yung pagkakamali na maulit yung isang subject, para meron din po kayong monitoring. Kasi hindi po natin maiiwasan na sometimes it happen na, for example, itong subject na to, yung 2215 Organization, Climate and Development, na enroll ngayong second semester, tapos nung summer, kunwari ngayong parating na summer, na outlook siguro ng school, na-enroll ulit. So dalawang beses mo siyang tinake. So nangyayari po minsan 'yon. Kaya ang ginawa namin sa site namin, para mabilis yung ating monitoring, dito po upon approving, no, the soon na-enroll namin kayo, the moment that we have the RAF and before we approve your account in EdCorsa, kiniklik ng aming staff yung mga subjects enrolled para mag-appear dito. So at least you can monitor, guys, na ito yung mga na-enroll. Kasi baka mamaya meron po dito 4 na subject, tapos yung nag-appear dito 3 lang. So you need to inform us, no, na sir, edit yung aking account kasi based on my RAF, 4 yung subject na na-enroll sa akin. Yung nakita ko sa SOA ko 3 lang. Ganun. You need to inform us, no? Or kung kunwari nagpa-add subject kayo, yung adding, nangyayari po kasi minsan yun. To give you an idea, for example, dun sa Quatam again, nag-enroll ng second semester, isang subject yung na-enroll, tapos after ng compre, nag-take ulit na nag-add ng capstone, kunwari ganun, or ng thesis. So you need to inform us para ma-update din po namin yung records dito. Okay? So ayun. So ngayon, kapag okay naman po lahat ng nandito, and if you want to settle your balance, just simply click on this one, the Pay Now button. Yan. If you will be encountering any issues on our website, like example, the other day, I believe na merong konting error yung site na kapag naka-mobile view tayo, if you're using your cell phone to pay your balance, hindi nyo makita yung Pay Now. We already reported that to our IT. So if in case that you're still experiencing that kind of issue, just simply message us in Discord. So at least we are aware and we can be able to fix the bugs. Okay? Now, just click on this one, Pay Now. And yan, nakita naman dito. So for example, ito, I need to inform the IT that dapat ang balance dito is 21,000. Yung nandito. So yan. So amount to pay, just have to put in how much are you going to pay. No? So for example, I'm going to pay 5,000. And then after that, attach ko lang yung proof of payment. And kung saan babayaran, nakalagay naman po dito. This is as of the moment, this is where you are going to pay your tuition fee. But the soonest na maiayos namin yung ating corporation, mag-a-apply naman kami ng corporate account. So we're going to announce in Discord kung ano po yung magiging updated bank account natin. And also yung kanina yung pre-send ni Doc Jed, yung address kung saan sinesend kay Ma'am Mitch, no? So the soonest na magkakaroon kami ng office So doon na po i-send yung mga documents. Kaya it's very important for you to attend every now and then yung ating mga catch-up meeting, or if in case wala talagang time to attend, recorded naman to. We are going to check the save file by tomorrow na siguro. And then siguro tatanggalin namin yung mga ibang pwedeng tanggalin para hindi masyadong mahaba. Tapos i-share namin sa Discord. So panoorin po ninyo, no? Kasi mahirap na pag medyo napaghulian tayo ng balita. Okay, so yan na po. Ito lang naman ang gagawin. And after that, just click on confirm payment and then submit. And either you can inform us via Discord na, ma'am, sir, pa-check, nagbayad ako. Or I just have to wait at least 24 to 48 hours, especially during weekend. Siguro by the next month na, next month, sorry. But the next working day na namin siya ma-approve. Okay? But ayun, every now and then naman, chinecheck naman ng admin namin. Kahit minsan Saturday and Sunday, nag-check pa rin siya. Alright? But just in case lang na, kunwari, 2 days na, hindi pa kayo na-approve, pending pa rin yung status ng payment ninyo, please always use the Discord that we have to communicate with us. Kasi, syempre po, ang student namin, sabi ko nga kanina, we now have 173. Just imagine, no, kung gaano yung sinusupport namin. How much more sa mga susunod na semester? Kasi we are aiming to be able to reach 1,000 student hanggang first semester. So, ganun po. Kaya siguro naintindihan ninyo, the fees that we have, again, inuulit ko, the fees that we have, kasi hindi po biro yung mag-handle ng ganun karami. Especially the documents, sobrang daming documentation neto. As you can see, yung process ng mga pag-request ng documents, the clearance and all, sobrang dami pong ginagawa. Hindi siya mabilis. Kasi nga, sabi nga namin, even if it's not part of our work anymore, since we are dealing with service, no, the thing that we offer to you guys is service, para at least yung hard-earned money na in-entrust nyo sa amin, the management fee that you entrust with us, is masulit naman ninyo. Okay? So, yun lang guys. Siguro, for us to finish early, we can now open either the microphone, or you can use the chat box. If you have any questions, maybe we can be able to answer some of the questions para at least hindi rin po tayo humaba kasi it's already 9 o'clock in the evening. So, yan po. Siguro we'll try to check first the chat box, and after which, siguro we can entertain some few more questions using the microphone. Ayan, ano pa ang nandito? Good evening. Screenshot done for personal. Okay, clarify ko lang po. Yung sa UPHD, mag-request ng honorable dismissal. Yung sa honorable dismissal po, that will be requested from your previous university. So doon po ninyo kukunin yung HD na tinatawag, honorable dismissal. Tapos, isi-send nyo po sa amin yung honorable dismissal. Tapos dalawa po yon. Yung isa, papipirmahan kasi yun sa school registrar, sa perpetual. Kukunin nila yung first half. And then the other half, yun po yung need namin i-send back sa inyo para i-grant po ng previous university ninyo na mag-release ng TOR na merong remarks na copy to perpetual help. And then take note, sometimes, hindi sila kaagad nagre-release or nagbibigay sa inyo ng HD. Kailangan ng request letter from perpetual. So, ganun po. Depende kasi sa school yan. So, in case na ganun ang mangyayari, you just have to inform us via Discord again. Always use the Discord channel. As Sir Larry mentioned a while ago, do not use the chat box. Kasi sometimes natatabunan siya. Compared to the support ticket, na nandun lang siya. Alam namin kung sino yung mga nakapending na request. Okay, so you just have to inform us that you need a request letter. Tapos ipapagawa namin sa school yun. And then you just have to pay the shipping fee para maibigay namin sa iyo yung request letter from Perpetual. And then you have to submit that to your university, to the previous university. And then after which, they will be issuing honorable dismissal. So maraming process. Babalik nyo sa amin. And then isasend na naman namin sa inyo pabalik. Ayan. Ayan po. Ganun po yung ating honorable dismissal. So next, clarify lang po, magkaiba po yung amount na nakalagay sa EDCORSA po sa student portal. EDCORSA po is 115 po sa student portal. Tapos po sa student portal po is, ano po ma'am, sorry. Sa EDCORSA portal po ba? Ang pending ko po is 15. Tapos po sa student portal po is 17. You mean po ba sa perpetual? So it's better ma'am siguro ay ano to? Ashlia. it will be best po siguro if you can message us in Discord, tapos you provide us a screenshot para at least ma-visualize namin kung saan niyo po nakita yung mga figures. And then we can properly provide you the details kung bakit ganun, no? Or kung meron mang mali, we can be able to adjust. Yan. Yan. Thank you, Mama Ashley. May validity po ba ang honorable dismissal letter from previous school? Ang tingin ko, wala. Doc Jed, meron ba bang ano? May validity ba ang validity? What do you mean, sir? Validity ba yung honorable dismissal from previous school? Validity or parang expiry ba? What do you mean po, Sir Alfredo? Yan. Ano na lang, sir, paki-clear out po, Sir Alfredo, kung ano mong ibig sabihin ng validity. Yan. From Joanna Magno, good evening po. Tama po, sinabi mo, sir, from previous school, galing ng HD. Tapos pina-LBC ko po kanina kay Ma'am Mitch para mapirmahan sa register yung half ibalik na school para maka-issue sila. Yes po, ganun po yung mangyayari. Yan. Di ba? Marami pong pangyayari, mga kaganapan. So at least ang kagandahan po dito, you'll be able to save your time. Kasi just imagine if you're gonna be the one doing that. So alam naman natin sa university, babalik-balikan mo talaga yan. Lalo sa, ngari, pupunta ka ng school, lalo pag malayo ka, pupunta ka doon. Ay ma'am, ayun, at least para aware po kayo, minsan sasabihin nila, balikan mo na lang po by Wednesday. Ganun sila sa staff. So, hindi mo sila pwedeng kulitin ng kunwari, Monday ngayon, Tuesday. Antayin mo talaga yung Wednesday. Babalik ka doon, and then you will inform, ma'am, okay na po ba yung HD na sinubmit ko last week? Ganun kami, and then sasabihin, nakalimutan, balikan mo na lang ulit next week. So, wala kaming choice, kundi talagang balikan. Kaya minsan po, even if we are going to set days, if ang nag-cause ng delay is school na sinabing balikan ulit, wala po kaming magagawa doon. Hindi naman namin pwedeng pagalitan yung staff doon kasi hindi na po namin tauhan yung mga empleyado ng perpetual. Siguro kung sa staff namin ang na-delay at nag-cause ng delay, yun, pwede namin silang sabihan na bakit ganito. Pero kung sabi ko nga, kung related sa school lang, siguro we can, kung talagang laging ginagawa yun, we can report dun sa mga head ng graduate school. Pero kung syempre hindi maiiwasan po sa dami rin ng school, ng student nila, minsan natatambakan din talaga sila ng workload. Ayan. Ayan. Si Ma'am Jing King, sir, pwede po paki-explain po ulit yung honorable dismissal process. Thank you. Sige po. Yung honorable dismissal, kailangan po kasi ninyo yan para mag-release yung or yung previous university ninyo ng TOR na merong remarks na nakalagay doon sa, kunwari doon sa last page, nakalagay doon na copy to University of Perpetual Health System Delta. Some universities, kahit walang HD, pwede silang magbigay na kaagad ng ganun. Pero meron naman yung iba na hindi sila basta-basta magbibigay. So para mag-release sila ng ganong HD, ng ganong TOR, kailangan ng honorable dismissal kasi i-dismiss po kasi nila yung remarks na nung TOR. Bakit po tinawag siyang honorable dismissal? The moment na ni-release nila yung TOR na merong remarks, ibig sabihin yung records po ninyo, transfer na kay perpetual. Ganun po yung mangyayari. So wala nang, sa next time na magre-request ka ng TOR, hindi na po kay old university, kay perpetual na po. Ganun po siya. Kung mag-doctorate ka and hindi si perpetual, yung iyong gustong school, lumipat ka, let's say, Lasal. So hingi ka ng ang hihingi ka ng ng may remarks naman ngayon na copy for Lasal is si perpetual na. Ganun po. Okay? So honorable dismissal again for your that's a certain document para at least mag-release ng TOR yung old university ninyo na merong remarks. So dalawa ang mangyayari po diyan, punta kayo ng school and then bibigyan ka nila ng HD. Yung pinakita po ni Doc Jed kanina, isang paper, tapos nahati po sa gitna yon. Merong copy for school and then yung the other one, yung return slip na tinatawag. So yun po yung isisend nyo sa staff namin, kay Ma'am Mitch. Tapos pipirmahan po yun ng registrar ng perpetual. Kukunin nila yung kalahati and then yung kalahati, ibabalik namin sa inyo. And then isasubmit nyo po kay old university para mag-release sila or i-grant nilang magbigay ng TOR na merong remarks. Ganun po siya. Ayan. Sige, Ma'am Aslia, i-check po namin mamaya itong sinend ninyo sa... okay. Sige, sige po. Yan. By the way, itong sinend mo, Ma'am Aslia, yung sa RAF po, don't be confused po, no? Kasi yung mga RF na release ngayong semester na to is ang nag-appear po na tuition fee doon is the discounted rate already. Na supposedly ang tuition fee talaga dapat ng perpetual is 34 something. We already reported that to the university, and they said that they will try to see how can be they able to fix that kasi nag-update na yung system. So 19,900, so almost 20,000 po, no, kapag 12 units, and then the management fee, yun po yung sa amin. Kaya it's not reflected to your RAF. Okay, kasi that's a different management for our services po. And that's which is the thing that I explained kanina na kung bakit merong management fee. And also there is also we already explained why other educational partner mas mahal kami ng konti. It's because of the services or yung other service that we provide for our students. Okay? And siguro nararamdaman po naman po ninyo yung service na yon. Hindi yung in-enroll lang namin kayo tapos bahala ka na. Ikaw nang bahala. Basta na-enroll kita, bahala ka na sa buhay mo. So, hindi po kami ganun. Okay? So, any concern, just maximize po yung Discord channel so at least we can be able to help you. And hanggang ano po yan, hanggang graduate kayo. Like for example, magko-compre kayo soon. Sir, hindi ko po kayang mag-exam, mag-review, hindi ko kaya, wala akong time. Can you help me if can you assist me with the compre? Stuff like that. Sir, hindi po ako makapag-thesis, ganyan-ganyan. Can you help me with that? You just have to inform us, no? So, we can be able to help you. Ayan. So, yan po. Alam niyo na yun. Okay? And then, follow up. Ano sabi nito? Si Roy Soriano. Follow up na lang po tungkol sa permit to study na sa ilang baga ko mag-firma ng yan. Sige sir, Sir Roy, ito, from doon sa HDR daw sa Pagsiman, pero gusto ko. Permit to study, okay. Sige, sige sir. I-bump mo lang sir kung nakapag-submit na po ba kayo ng ng Discord support ticket. You just have to re-inform us para at least ma-follow up din namin sa staff namin if this is already been requested, no? Ayan. Ayan, yung sa comprehensive exam, ayan, natanong na rin po ni Ma'am Jing. Ang compre po, tsaka lang po kayo magko-compre kapag natapos nyo na po ninyo lahat ng academic subject. Before po kayo, for example, kung non-thesis ka, before ka mag-take ng capstone, kailangan ka munang mag-compre. Kung thesis ka naman o dissertation ka naman, before you will enroll thesis 1 or before you're going to enroll dissertation 1, magko-compre ka muna. Ganun po siya. So you need to take comprehensive exam before you take those the research subjects, no? So kung masteral ka, 'di ba, 24 units yung academic subject. So you have to complete first all the 24 units, and that's the time that you can be able to take the comprehensive exam. So normally po ino-open ang compre sometimes yung pagkabukas ng ng semester. Madalas ganun. Pagka-open ng semester, nag-open na rin sila ng comprehensive exam. Yan. Isang beses lang po yung comprehensive exam. Ayan. May mga questions pa po ba? Ayan. If wala nang questions, siguro we can call it a night. Again po, always po namin sinasabi, please maximize the Discord support group para at least we can be able to hear your concerns. Hindi po yung huhulaan namin kung ano po yung inyong concern. Okay? So always po yan, no? Especially naka-experience tayo ng mga ibang estudyante dun sa professor na non-reply. So pag kunwari, first time, kunwari this Saturday, for example lang, this Saturday, yung first meet up, hindi nag-reply yung student, you informed us, tapos you need to update us at least, no? Na sir, nag-reply na pala yung prof ko, or kung hindi pa rin nag-reply, magsisimula na yung second meeting, you need to inform us, no? Na, sir, nag-report na ako last week. Until now, wala pa rin pong reply yung professor ko. Para ma-follow up namin ulit. Okay po? Yan. Yan. Yes, sir. Yes, Sir Victor. You just have to inform us po, sir, no? Sa Discord na yan kasi sometimes kasi hindi ka agad nagbibigay ng HD, honorable dismissal yung school. Minsan, request letter muna. Okay, pero yun po yung sinabi ko kanina. So, you just have to inform us na kailangan nyo ng request letter. So, ang mangyayari dyan, open ka ng ticket sa Discord, inform us na, sir, I need request letter for the HD. And then, these are my details kung saan po namin isi-send yung request letter and also yung shipping fee kasi ship po namin sa inyo yun. So, ganun, no? So, hihingin nung i-request ng staff namin yon. And then, kapag nakuha na yung request letter, isi-ship po namin sa inyo yung request letter para mag-issue yung previous university ng HD. Yes. Okay, sir. Sige, sir. Noted po, Sir Sir Victor. Ayan. Any more questions, guys? Ayan. If everything's good, Doc Jed, may mga pahabol ka pa ba? Or if wala na, siguro we can take photo ops.